The next one is vertical asymptotes. Asymptote is basically a line which is very very close to the graph but never crosses the graph. For example, here these lines are the asymptotes, and because these are the vertical lines, that's why these are named as vertical asymptotes. But this is not necessary that as an asymptote is always a vertical line. For example, if we are having a hyperbola like this, these are the asymptotes for the hyperbola. So a line which is very very close to the graph but never crosses the graph is named as asymptote. And whenever we are having infinite limits, at some point we must have a vertical asymptote at that point. You can see for positive infinity we are having a vertical asymptote over here at the line x is equal to a, because for vertical lines we have x to be constant. Here again, as x approaches to a, limit x approaches to a, f of x is equal to infinity, so we are having a vertical asymptote at x is equal to a. So whenever we are having an infinite limit, we will have a vertical asymptote at that particular point. Here we have question number 7. We have to find out limit x approaches to 3 from left hand side. So here we are having 3 from left hand side. You can see that the graph is getting the value to be negative infinity. For x approaches to 3 from right hand side, again it is getting the value to be negative infinity. That's where the two-sided limit exists and it will be equal to negative infinity. For functional value of f of 3, we are having a dot at point 1. So it means that its functional value is equal to 1. Check out the graph given in this figure and we have to find out limit x approaches to minus 2 from left hand side. Here we have minus 2, and when we approach it from left hand side in this portion, here is the graph, it is approaching to 1. So from left hand side it is 1. For x approaches to minus 2 from right hand side, so when we approach minus 2 from right hand side, the graph in this portion is this, that is it is approaching to minus 2. That's why its value is minus 2. So you can see that the two-sided limit will not exist in this case. For C part, we have to find out limit x approaches to 0 from left hand side. So here is we have 0, and for left hand side here is the graph, it is approaching to 0, so it is equal to 0. For limit x approaches to 0 from right hand side, so when we approach 0 from right hand side, the graph is getting the value to be negative infinity. So next we have limit x approaches to 4 from left hand side. So 4 from left hand side, here you can see that when we are approaching to 4 from left hand side, the graph is having so much oscillations. It means that the limit does not exist in this case, because we are not able to find out one single value because of these oscillations. Then we have to find limit x approaches to 4 from right hand side. So when we are approaching to 4 from right hand side, the graph is getting the value positive infinity. And next we have to find out the vertical asymptotes, because we are having infinite limits in this case, so vertical asymptotes must exist in this case too. So we are having infinite limit at 0. So here is this one is a vertical asymptote, that is y-axis or the line x is equal to 0. And we also have infinite limit at x is equal to 4. It means we are having a vertical asymptote at this line, that is x is equal to 4.